Good morning, you guys. I want to give you guys a review on Ready to Love, episode six, season. I'm sorry, season 6, episode 4. Basically, we're at the same thing milestone as we normally are. They're actually going on a blind date. This time it's Donovan and Precious. Donovan is a new guy. Donovan's to the point where he actually is going on a blind date with Precious. Precious basically let him know that she is looking for love, that she basically has been celibate for 6 months, which I kind of thought was I don't know, it was an eye opener for her not only to say that and reveal that, but reveal that on the first time meeting him. You could tell by Donovan's facial expressions that he was not prepared to have that type of conversation the first actual time meeting Precious. It seems though he went to the point that he actually hated Precious or anything like that. He actually said that he thought that she was gorgeous and very attractive. He did like tall women. But in my opinion, I think she came on too strong, telling him all this too soon. Also to the point where Willie is to the point where he goes on a blind date with Tina. Tina is a new girl. She's an esthetician, and she's to the point where she actually opens up, reveals to him that she actually her past relationship was cheated on. As a result, she did have a baby with this particular person. She said she realized and found out some things about herself that she really was not to the point where she needed to be in that relationship. She said she's glad that she's no longer in that relationship. She is ready to love, but she feels like she loves herself more and to the point where she's not going to settle for anything. She's a gorgeous lady. I think the vibes that Willie's picking up on her, he actually likes what's going on with her. Tommy was to the point where he actually put them on a blind date together because he said that most of the women were saying that he was actually young, so he actually brought in somebody that was close to his age. So I don't know if it's thing that they'll vibe or anything like that, but according to the actual first date, it seems like the arguing along actually do mesh well together. It seemed as though the date was going pretty well. He was able to open up. He let her know that he actually did find her attractive. He let her know that he actually was to the point where he was ready to love. He was actually ready to move forward with the right lady. We're also to the point where the ladies actually had a mix up with the guys. They did a pool side. The guys were very intrigued because the women to the point they came in their swimsuits and they were very, very anxious to meet the ladies and have a one-on-one. Joy was to the point where she actually got a chance to have a sit down date with her actual beau. They was to the point the last time they had an actual sit down, he had a mishap where actually she tried to feed him and the fish, whatever entree she had coconut in it. So that was a deal breaker for them. But now I guess they got the chance, just like Tommy promised them, to actually get a do over. Seems like the chemistry is still there as usual. The new guy says that he's actually interested in Joy. Demetrius was not to the point where he actually liked that because just like he said he had already claimed Joy. Joy is his actual woman. I really like the connection that Joy and actually Demetrius have because you can tell that they genuinely like each other and most importantly they like being around each other. I'm just hoping that they'll actually stay for the long haul and they actually will become a real couple. And when I say a real couple, meaning they will be the final three. It was also to the point where Sabrina was taken to the side and she was whisked away by her beau. She did not to the point where she knew that Demetrius was going to take her away and actually speak to her and they would have a one on one. She had stated in the beginning that she actually was feeling him. And my thing is, they actually make a cute couple. That's the first thing. They do make a cute couple. They vibe together. Seems like they have the same wants, and most importantly, they have the actual same outlook on life. Not to mention, Demetrius is actually a very handsome guy. She said in the beginning that he was actually the best looking chocolate she'd ever seen walking. And I said, yeah, I digress. And most importantly, I agree. But this season, they're giving us a lot of eye openers, and most importantly, they are to the point where they're actually letting a lot of people go on blind dates. They're not to the point where they actually put everybody up front on the show on the first episode. They're bringing them in by twos. They bring one man, one woman, everybody that already was previously there goes on a blind date with them. I kind of like this aspect of it because you're to the point where you get a new guy, in other words, a new fish in the water, and see how you're actually going to interact with the new people. But it seems like everything is going great. EJ was to the point he actually was catering the actual affair per se. He actually is on the show, but they actually enlisted him to actually to cook the food because he said out his own mouth that he's able to portray his skills because he is a chef. But I like this particular episode. Everybody's to the point where they're actually getting along. Nobody's arguing. Everybody's to the point they're trying to figure out who likes who and where they're going with this. I like the fact that, just like I said, Joy is to the point she's letting everybody know who she actually is interested in. She's not afraid to reveal herself, and most important, to put herself out there. I just hope that everything that she put out, that she gets it back. I actually like her with this particular guy. They actually are a great couple. Now, as far as Tina and Willie is concerned, they are a great couple. But I don't know, it's kind of new now because it's like I told y'all, Tina and actually Willie were just put on a dying date. Now, Tina is a gorgeous woman as well, so I'm going to see how she meshes well with the other women. Hopefully, she'll stick around. Maybe Willie will solidify his actual connections with her. Because Willie did say previously he did have a crush on Sabrina, so I don't think it's to the point where Sabrina was actually interested in him. Now, Robert is to the point he still is the underdog. Precious is saying that she actually wanted to see him with his shirt off. My thing is, I don't know if it's a thing where Precious is actually attracted to Robert. I think it's one of those things where she's just trying to see how far she can go with him. Now, I have learned this from watching Precious is very sexual where it's concerned. I noticed on one episode she was speaking to Laverne, and Laverne let her know that he was into fitness. And she basically was telling him that she wanted to see him in other words, he could rub oil on her. My thing is, she needs to not only tone it down a little bit, but she needs to kind of tone it down to maybe one guy. Not saying she needs to be exclusive with one guy, but it looks like she all over the place. It's just my opinion. Also, we get to the end, we get a cliffhanger. They basically let Demetrius tell who is actually going to be on the chopping block. He actually puts the new girl, Erin. She actually is on the chopping block along with Precious. Precious basically says that why is she here? My thing is, I think the fact that you were doing too much is probably why you are here. It's okay to be sexual, but you don't have to be sexual with everybody. You don't have to be so, just be oozing sexuality. It is a dating show. It's not to the point where it's a porno, if that makes sense. You can actually tell that Precious actually shoots her own self in the foot when it comes to men because she basically just throws herself all over them. Not to mention, now I'm not gonna say she's a bad looking woman because she is a gorgeous woman, but sometimes men to the point where they feel like you're coming on too strong. Because I noticed when she went on the blind date with Donovan, his eye expressions basically was saying, "Wow, I can't believe she said that," and most importantly, she said it so soon. I think it's one of those things where if she had been a little cooler with him, with Donovan, everything would have went smooth. I think they really would have made a connection. But from what I can see, he likes her, but it's one of the things where he probably would wife her, if that makes sense. I think it's one of the things where she'll probably be a one night stand, and she's thinking that she could be something else, but no. You have to learn to kind of tone that thing down, and Precious hadn't figured that out yet. But we're gonna see where these actual thing goes. We're gonna see how everybody meshes well together with the two new underdogs in there. Like I told you, Tina and Donovan are added to the roster. We still have the regular crew, but my favorite couple right now, like I told y'all, was actually Joy and Demetrius. And the reason why is because Joy has solidified from day one that she was interested in him, and she has did nothing but pursue him. Now she has went on other dates with other guys. She actually went on a date with Willie, but it was to the point where Willie was doing the same thing Precious was doing. He came on too strong. He was basically speaking kind of sexual toward her, and I don't think that was something that she really was feeling. That really ain't her thing. Now, she likes the fact that what's her actual bow, he actually comes on and he says the right thing, so you can tell when the nervous giggle that she gives out that she's very interested in him and she's really feeling him. I actually like to see them interact on front of the camera because they look like you would never think that they was on a dating show this first time they met. You'd think they've been dating for years. So the chemistry is very much there. But we'll have to stick around, you guys, and see where this thing goes. And most importantly, we'll have to be along for the ride. Just like I told y'all, they did give a cliffhanger. They told us that actually Preston and Aaron actually are on the chopping block, but they actually ended the show, did not tell us who actually was eliminated. So we had to stick around for the next episode. And believe me, I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm trying to see who's going to leave. Now, my prediction is I'm thinking they're going to get rid of Precious. Now, I could be wrong because I was thinking Robert was going to leave and look around. He's still here. Robert ain't went nowhere. I think they're trying to keep Robert around because he basically shaking things up and he basically grew for ratings. He's one of those things where when last season where we had Corey on there, he kept dating woman after woman, telling him the same thing about they was actually gonna meet his mom, and I kept saying eventually they're gonna get rid of him. They didn't. I think it's one of the things was about ratings. Also, I like the fact that Tommy came actual to the actual mixer in true Tommy style. He didn't come on a regular boat. He actually came on like some type of cruise line ship or something like that. But anyway, you know how Tommy do. He gonna do everything in style and he gonna be in style. I love the way Tommy dress. He actually knows how to dress himself and he knows what looks good on him. All the guys this season actually are very articulate and most importantly, they're very well dressed and they are handsome, and most importantly, they all have good careers. The women are the same, so it's gonna be fun to watch them and see who actually meshes well together, who actually will be in the final three, because you know the final three that's gonna be the deal breaker. And I don't know whether or not they're gonna have another blind date on next episode or not. I don't know, but I'm thinking they're just gonna let us know who actually is gonna be on the chopping block, and we'll basically just go from there. But I appreciate you guys actually tuning in, checking my channel out. Most importantly, I'm glad that you guys are to the point where you're checking out the reviews. I'm glad to able to give you the reviews. I love giving the reviews, especially on Ready to Love. It is one of my favorite reality shows right now. Hoping you guys will stick around. I appreciate you guys. Leave me a comment, leave me a like, and if you're new here, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.